Yo, yo, yo. What's going on? Welcome.
That's good.
Officially
Going on?
welcome on a YouTube standpoint to the Step Back 3.
Yes, sir.
the
The.
let me tell you about
Don't
the
forget it.
how important the is up in this motherfucker. Hold on a second. Gotta close my door. Anyway, let me change the lights. Alright, cool. What's going on, man? It's your boy Prince over here, your boy Dez in the center, your boy Evie Ev on the far left. I don't know how this looks, but yeah, he over there. Can you see him? Hey, Ev, point at me. Oh, snap. Dez, where you go, bro?
I'm right here.
Your screen is, your thing went away for a second.
Can you see me?
Nah, it just says
No.
your name.
Oh, okay. Hold
Do your thing, do your thing, do your thing. Hold on, viewers. We're gonna get this started as soon as we get this camera working.
That's got some technical difficulties.
Some technical difficulties. It's our first. Oh, there you go. First week on the YouTube, so good to go. All right. 1 second, my guys. Anyway, how y'all week going, man? How was your week? No, it's Saturday over there.
on. It's the
Yeah.
second week of Braun being four-time champion.
Uh,
Good.
you know, they calling it the COVID championship, but
That's cool.
regardless,
They can,
Yeah.
as
Dubs
long
is
as
done.
the championship is in there, I'm cool.
Yeah. All right, so we had an interesting. I thought it was a pretty good question, but pretty. I wanted to start this off like this. Uh, what are three albums? What are three albums you guys recommend during the pandemic to to help you get through it? You know what I'm saying? It's a tough time. What you be listening to help you get through your time stuck at home?
Man, I would say my three is gonna be. I don't know if you heard of it. Fly Times, Volume One, Wiz Khalifa. Two, Freddie Gibbs, Alfredo. Three, I'd say, Is He Real? IDK.
All right.
Yeah. Is there a timeline on this? That was my question.
Nah,
No
nah, I
timeline.
would say nah.
Okay. Getting through COVID since the beginning of the year, March. Um, I don't know if you've heard of the Free Nationals. That dropped in December. I've been playing it ever since. Through COVID, before COVID, I still play now. And yeah, that's an album probably for the year. One of them. I
Okay.
want to do this year, by the way. I would say the second album would be Big Shots, Detroit 2. I wasn't sure how I felt about it at first, but after like a week and after like you drop music videos and stuff, I kind of listened to it more and more. Yeah, that would be my top one. And I would say the third would probably be Lions. Actually went back, so this is not a it's, I went back to I think it's called I forget the name. It's one of the Young Sinatras where it's like a Young Sinatra with his eyes. Undeniable, undeniable. Saw a bunch of reviews on it, and for some reason I skipped it, during all the live albums. So so I went back and haven't cut anywhere since. That'd be my
All right. So for me, it's kind of tough because I listen to a lot of music. I listen to a lot of music, but recently, I've been playing No Pressure by Logic quite a bit, like every day on the way to work, on the way home from work. I'm playing something from Under Pressure, especially GP4, man. GP4 is my song, bro.
that's a smooth sample.
Yeah, bro. That wake me up in the morning like I'm good. So that's probably number one. Um, I don't know if y'all gonna y'all gonna agree, but I guess it's my opinion, so it don't matter. But No Ceilings by Lil Wayne. Ever since they put it back on, or not back, ever since he put it on iTunes to download, yeah, I've been going back through that. But I don't know if I talked to y'all about this before, but I was kind of upset that they didn't put Sweet Dreams on there.
Yeah.
I was bummed because to me that was one of Nicki Minaj's hardest verses like ever. So I couldn't understand why that wasn't on there, but it's not on there.
Why do you think it? I'm just curious.
Just her bars, man. Like if you hold on, if you
No,
want,
go ahead.
no, it's all good. If I guess I can't pull it up because it's not on the album. But if you listen to her flow and her wordplay on that song, I just thought it was raw. Like Nicki Minaj makes good music, I think, but it was just like how hard she came. Like, you know, how she come in there, she was like cold like a white bear. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like just her fucking her flow in that song was just raw to me. And I'm gonna do a shameless plug here for my third album. It's from my boy Don Julio Donovan from Athens, Georgia. He live in Atlanta now, but he just dropped the album on iTunes, and it's called Speak on It. It's one of my homies from elementary school, man. When I was out in Georgia, and he out here, he's making music, bro. And if y'all get the opportunity, it's called Speak on It, and I've been showing it to people at work. I've been listening to it, and it's dope. So if y'all get an opportunity, check out Speak on It by Don Julio. It's on all streaming platforms right now. So, but yeah, that's what I got. So, on to the sports, baby.
Let's get it.
So, first topic. Let's go basketball. Who was the leader on the Nets?
You don't go, Ev?
I don't think it's Kyrie, man. It's not Kyrie. His leadership skills hasn't been so good, the last couple of years. They got a new coach, Steve Nash. I think he needs to, maybe get that type. I don't know. It's not really like they may like respect him as like a player, but I don't know if he's gonna call up plays and shit like that. So I think it's gonna be KD. And I heard from the grapevine that the players are gonna take turns coaching.
What?
Okay. Do they have
Yeah.
a template? Has this been done before? Why do they think this is gonna be successful?
I think maybe the Lakers did it this year with Rondo and LeBron calling the plays, but I don't know if Kyrie is that type of guy to call like set plays. He's more like a ISO guy. Same with KD, but I mean, KD played with the Warriors, and I'm sure they had set plays for each of those guys. So maybe KD will be able to bring some of that Steve Kerr coaching over there to the Nets.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But
I
she
think
does.
the leader is yet to be on the team. I think they're going to bring in a veteran guy because I agree with you, man. I don't think Kyrie is a leader. We saw it in Boston. That didn't work out so well, and he was well positioned to be a leader. Like he got a bunch of. Well, he was one of the older guys. I don't remember if Al Horford was still on the team, but Kyrie, I think it was 20. The last year Braun was in Cleveland, which was 2017, I believe, 2018. Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's see, Kyrie was 26 then, 27, 26.
Yes.
So he was one of the older guys. All the other guys were Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, all those guys. He was well positioned, and he had a championship, and he's played with other guys who have been examples for him, but for some reason that didn't rub off on Kyrie at all. So I'm not sure why that didn't go so well. Maybe he expected way more out of his players, and he wasn't really willing to lead, So it's going to be interesting to see him with KD because, based off of KD's podcast or whatever, Kyrie's the only guy, or KD's the only guy that Kyrie respects or take the last shot. So maybe it might work that there's some co-leadership, but I feel like with those two personalities in Brooklyn, I feel like they got to bring in a veteran, and that could be maybe not an Andre Iguodala type player, but maybe like a Jay Crowder or something, or someone that's been in the league for 10 years. So that's what I think.
All right, so Earl hopped in. He said, "What's up, people?" Earl Jefferson. Old rainbow
Earl?
shot, but it's wet as fuck, Earl. Anyway, Earl, at any point, I can see your comments, man. So if you got anything to say based off what we talking about, man, just let us know. Anyway, so I think it's kind of crazy for me to think that the owner of a team, the GM of a team, would let the narrative for his team coming out of COVID, coming off of everything that they got going on, for either one of these people in the leadership positions to say, yeah, the players are gonna coach. So like, I just think that's. I'm not saying that you guys are wrong, but I'm saying from my perspective, I think that's just kind of weird. So if that is the case, yeah, that's just some weird shit. So you got Steve Nash, who he's gonna be the coach, but I think this is gonna be. I don't know if either one of you guys said it, but it's gonna be another Eric Spoelstra, Ty Lue kind of situation where, in my opinion, that KD is gonna run that squad and KD is gonna make the decisions. Now, like I said, this is just my opinion. I don't think Kyrie Irving is that guy. Yes, he's a hooper. I just don't see him as a leader on a team. He tried to do that out in Boston, didn't work out too well. He was trying to take it away from LeBron in Cleveland, and they went their separate ways. So I don't know if him and KD are gonna bump heads. We see how KD does with people who try to dominate when he's on the team. I.e. Russell Westbrook. So that's why he liked playing with Steph. And in my head, like on some real shit, like KD was in a perfect situation. Like, granted, like besides all the bullshit, like him switching teams and being a pussy, whatever everybody want to call him. KD was in the perfect. KD was like, let's be real, right? Was he not in the perfect situation with Steph Curry, like somebody who's like one of the best players out there, but doesn't give a shit about having the ball, and he's fine giving it to KD. So I don't know. Maybe it's funny that the two dudes who are really chasing like clout and like people's, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, oh, he's the best, like looking for praise, and they both want to lead a team, are both going to the same team. So I just see the leader being flock together, birds of a feather flock together. I see KD leading the team. Hey, real quick before you go, Bez, it says about Earl said about Kyrie. I don't want to call him sensitive, but you notice when he gets a feeling, he can be a bit disruptive or leave. I think Nash is there for KD because of Golden State, but tough job for his first one. Yeah, Earl, just to answer that, like all three of us have pretty much said, like in the past weeks when we were doing the show, that KD is probably there because Steve Nash was, or not KD. Steve Nash is probably there because he worked with KD in Golden State. So, yeah. I don't know, man. Yeah, like I said, I can't see anybody else leading that team. So, I can't see somebody. Nah, over KD. Don't be facetious.
I think he's the longest net player there. Been there for more than anybody.
Yeah, but LeBron James goes to any team, and who's the leader?
That's the king, though.
Exactly, right? Cool. I mean, I would never say that, but that's cool. That's you guys' opinion. Calling no other man a king. But KD is their LeBron. You know what I'm saying? KD doesn't come to Brooklyn and is he's second to nobody. I don't give a fuck how much Kyrie can handle the ball. He's second to none. Hey, Earl said, did KD lead Golden State?
Nah, I say Steph led Golden State.
I'd say Draymond.
Say Draymond.
Those are good answers. Those are good answers.
What about you, King?
I think Steph. I can see why Evan said anybody can see why Ev says Draymond. That makes sense. I think you could go with Steph or Dre, but I think Steph, between Steph and KD, it was more of a like Guardians of the Galaxy. You remember when Thor and what's that dude's name, Quill, were arguing about whose ship it was? I don't know if y'all seen those movies, but Quill kept being like, "Yeah, it's my ship," and Thor's like, "Yeah, it's your ship, sure." So I think that was a situation like Steph's like, "Yeah, KD's the leader on the squad. Yeah, everybody look at KD's, yeah," but really everybody knew it was Steph or Dre. I think you can go both ways.
If KD didn't know, what's his name? Bob Myers, is that his name?
Yeah.
Yeah, he let him know.
Or was it the wasn't the owner that said like it's like the championship? I guess it's like KD's first championship, but they still would have won it even if KD wasn't on the team. I thought
it was at the parade, right?
Yeah, it was at like the parade.
Yeah, I thought it was Bob Myers.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I remember. I can't remember exactly what he said, but I remember everybody kept replaying Bob Myers up there saying this shit, but I can't remember what he said. But it was kind of like a slap in the face to KD.
It was a slap in the face.
Earl said, "I think it was Steph's team, and KD realized it, but it worked until Draymond got mouthy." Oh, yeah, I kind of agree. I think if KD knew that it was Steph's team, and I think he was probably willing to deal with it up until Draymond called him a bitch. So, and KD just wanted the ball, which he did freely, but we saw how it dismantled too. So that's what Earl said. I agree, man. It was a shitty way to end that, like that little roll they had. Like he just up and left. He don't want to be with the Thunder because he don't or Russ touched the ball too much. So you go to the perfect team, and then you leave for what? Probably because everybody was calling him a bitch for doing it.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was fine with it.
You were not fine with it.
I mean,
Hey, Draymond was the one that recruited him
Yeah.
in the first place, and then just called him a bitch, and then KD wanted to leave. I think it worked out.
Oh, you were
it worked
fine
out.
with him leaving. You talk about.
I'm fine
Yeah.
with him leaving.
Yeah. I'm good with it. Was nice, but I'm good with it too because Warriors need to find their like identity again, like their original identity. So,
You think they can get that back?
well, we'll see. It depends on who they can get. So I don't think, my personal opinion, Steph, Clay, and Draymond, yes, they can go to the final or not the finals, the playoffs. The finals, not so sure. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it. So, which okay, since we talking about the Warriors, let's talk about this question. If the reason I said what I said in the chat, it was just to remind me that of this question, which was if Bradley Beal goes to the Warriors, and I saw a lengthy argument between I don't know if y'all watched it, Skip Bayless and Shannon Sharp about that. If Bradley Beal goes to the Warriors, do they win a chip? And don't be biased. Actual basketball opinion.
You know, these
No, that I mean, getting Bradley Beal doesn't help them guard Anthony Davis or LeBron James.
Hold
It
on.
takes away the
solve that
ball.
problem.
Yeah, I mean, it takes away the ball from Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. I mean, Bradley Beal, I don't know how many shots he takes in a game, but I'm sure he takes at least 20, 25. I mean, he's not KD either, so.
Earl said they'll find their identity if they get Giannis. Strength and numbers are done, and no to Beal. Clay's a better fit. Earl, I don't know if you're saying that because Clay's supposed to leave, but I don't think they were talking about getting rid of Clay. I think they were just trading away their number 2 pick plus some other bench players for Bradley Beal. But so, Ev, you said no, like they wouldn't beat the Lakers.
Yeah, I think that's the only threat to them.
With Bradley Beal. So it's kind of tough. Or Des, actually, you go ahead.
I'm gonna say no for a different reason. Um, After, I don't think they're gonna. If let's say they get Bradley Beal, and I'm going kind of where Earl is, what he said.
Mm-hmm.
If they get Bradley Beal, I feel like they're using pieces to get Giannis or a top 5 player. I feel like that's what they're really looking for. They made it apparent when they got D'Lo, because everyone knew it was like, why are you getting D'Lo? You already have Clay and Steph, but they used that as a trade piece to get, I think, Wiggins out of Minnesota. And you kind of hear what's going on. Well, if there's a trade piece to get Beal, Wiggins is most likely going to be out the door. So I feel like they're trying to. Make up for KD walking out the door.
We need another KD.
I feel like, yeah. I mean, you're not gonna get KD. You know, maybe Giannis. That would probably be the closest to a top 5 player.
Yeah.
But I feel like that's the real game plan. And so they're just like buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell. Even if it's someone like Bradley Beal, who's a lot of teams would buy.
Hey, do you think not any of you guys' top 5 or the like any actual ranking top 5s? Do you think Bradley Beal is in somebody's unbiased top 5?
No.
All right.
Who could he beat out?
I mean, I'm not saying I think he's in my top 5, but you said the closest to being in a top, getting a top 5 player would be Giannis. So I was just like, I wonder if Bradley Beal. Side question is Bradley Beal in somebody's top 5, but I don't think so either.
I don't think so.
Earl,
Great
Earl,
player.
Earl said Beal, just like Ev said, would shoot 20 shots. Not saying they be efficient, but he's a 2. So do you move Clay to the 3? That wouldn't work. Now, Earl, I'm pretty sure Clay played, or at least he defended 3, 3 guards when they had when they do their little death lineup or whatever. No. Well, he's defended 3s. I think, but Clay's versatile though. Like you can put him anywhere. I think. Well, 1 through maybe 4, depending on who the other team's 4 is. But Clay's a great defender, so I don't think it matters on offense or what number you are. You know what I'm saying? But as far as defense goes, I think Clay could play the 3. Still not saying that that's a championship. That's not my reason for saying I think they could get to the finals, but. And he said, and to be real, I only think they would need another KD just to guard or go back and forth with LeBron. That was a shift in momentum to winning titles without having a doubt in the finals. So now, this is what I was gonna say. It's kind of tough for me to say yes or no because who guards LeBron? Draymond.
On Golden State?
Yeah, Draymond. Who guards?
Can't be a Draymond.
It would have to be. Yeah, I'm not saying that this would be successful. This isn't me saying who's gonna guard LeBron. Draymond gonna get his ass. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying who guards LeBron. It'll probably be Draymond because Golden State looks at him as their best defender. You know what I'm saying? He does everything. He's a renaissance man. So, but who guards AD?
See, I was gonna say Draymond can try to guard AD. Him and Looney can try to guard AD, and then Wiggins would have to try to guard LeBron. He's gonna have to guard somebody.
Yeah.
Clay's probably gonna have to guard the toughest guard, while Curry just like hides and runs around.
No, I mean that's what he does. I don't know, man. I think it'd be a great. I definitely think it'd be a 7-game series. Because that's gonna be a game of chess. That will be a game of chess between the Steve Kerr and Frank Vogel. Well, I guess no, Steve Kerr and LeBron, not Frank Vogel. But I don't know who would come out of that.
What about Warriors in Denver?
Oh,
They got kind of the same issue.
yeah, kinda, but they don't have who's their other big, like that new kid. What's his name? He's not. He's a good player, but it's.
Which player are you talking about? Denver?
You gave him a nickname? What's his name? Light skinned dude. Yeah, on Denver. Rookie.
MPJ.
Michael Porter Jr. That's what I was talking about.
Yeah.
So I don't know what situation you talking about with Denver because
Jokic.
all they got is Jokic. They don't have Jokic and LeBron or Jokic and AD. It's just
They got Bobo.
that motherfucker hasn't even seen an NBA floor. So
They need to play.
they need to play him.
Yeah,
They need to play.
you can't like showcase his like. He looked like KD. I mean, we talked about this before. Like, you can't have a player like that riding the bench.
Yeah, no, definitely
Going up
not.
from 3.
I don't know if they felt like they couldn't trust him in the finals, but
No, it's just game planning. Like in playoffs,
yeah,
like, you use players for like matchups and stuff. So they just didn't see him as a good matchup against the Lakers at the time, or the Clippers, or Utah maybe. I don't know.
Hey, Earl said Draymond is smaller, slower, and can't give Brown points. That's why people thought the Lakers feared the Clippers because you have two people who could give buckets back. KD the first game of the finals guarded Braun and worked him. Notice game 2 he didn't guard KD. Having someone to make him work is a way to beat Braun. In 2016 he guarded Iggy, who was terrible offensively. So having somebody, Earl done figured out the cheat code to beating LeBron James. I mean, I guess everybody kind of knew that. If you make him fucking work, same as Kawhi back in the day. So yeah, just make him work. But I don't know, man. We'll definitely see. But back to the Denver question. Jokic is gonna be a problem for anybody and everybody, bro. That dude's too big, height wise and like weight wise. I know he lost a lot of weight, but still he's still not like overweight by any means. I'm not saying that, but he's a heavy dude. But he's too big with the footwork that he has. Like that fucking footwork package that they equipped him with at birth is ridiculous. Like, dude moves too good. Yeah, it's nuts. And so I don't. It's gonna come down to, can Gary Harris and what's that other dude's name, the point guard, Jamal Murray. Yeah, they're gonna have to get shut down. Steph, we know he ain't shutting anybody down on defense, but we'll see. We'll see. Earl said Braun played free safety in 2016, intercepting, passing, and blocking layups because he wasn't guarding anyone. What you got to say about that?
That was his role.
Hey, he played it well.
He did. He did. They got a chip. LeBron James in 2015 and 2016 during those playoffs, bro. I feel like that was his, like, obviously LeBron's played better games, but those two series, I felt like he was playing for his life. Like, literally, he was going nuts, but it worked out. Nuggets need to trade Millsap for someone more reliable, maybe another better big to complement Joker, but let them develop and they'll be okay.
Who's out there though?
Man, I don't know.
I don't even know if Millsap is tradable. Like, he's not good anymore.
Millsap?
Nah, he's not good, man.
What were we talking about before?
With what?
They get a veteran, huh?
About what?
We were talking about another team before. They needed the Nets. What if Millsap goes on the Nets? I mean, that's just like a veteran guy.
Well, they got. Oh, you talking about like a forward?
Could be just a veteran guy.
Oh, I don't know. You don't consider?
I can see him going to like the Nets or something.
You don't consider? Go ahead, Ev.
He'll be riding the bench.
Yeah.
He does.
Behind who?
KD. KD's probably gonna play 4.
He's gonna play the 4. Yeah. Oh, okay. Then you got Jared now. Playing 5. You got DeAndre. Okay. Yeah. He'll be living on the bench.
Yeah.
All right. So, on to the next. What can the Lakers do to repeat? Or do they need to do anything to repeat?
They gotta make moves.
Yeah, they gotta make some moves. I think they should keep Rondo. He was a nice piece. I know regular season he wasn't that good, but I mean we definitely saw that he was definitely a guy that was reliable in the playoffs. But I mean all the other guys, Danny Green. I guess we can keep KCP, but Kuz, we can get rid of all of them.
Well, I don't know if anybody's gonna take Kuz.
I think
He's young.
He's
Young.
Who's gonna take Kuz? Who?
I mean, bro's in the NBA for a reason.
Oh no, you absolutely right. He is in the NBA for a reason, but they have a G League.
Maybe.
Which he hasn't seen yet.
Maybe the Clippers. Maybe the Clippers want him.
I guarantee you, there's somebody in the G League that could trade places with Kyle Kuzma and like outshine him. I guarantee it.
I don't know, man.
It's probably
I
somebody
don't
on
know
the
who. I don't know
WNBA
about
who could
outshining.
outshine him.
I don't know about outshining. He has like all the clout right
I'll take Sue Bird.
now.
I'll take Sue Bird. Tell me you wouldn't. Tell me one of y'all wouldn't take Sue Bird over Kyle Kuzma on a basketball team.
On a men's basketball team?
Respect the Sue Bird.
Yeah. Respect. Let's put some respect on her name.
Oh no, that's what I'm saying. Well, nobody respects the not nobody, but people don't respect the WNBA. I respect the players in the WNBA. But what I'm saying is when you compare men's and women's sports, statistically, men are better at the sports, right? But you're gonna get your onesie two or your 10s and 20s of women who are better than some guys in the NBA, and I will take Sue Bird over Kyle Kuzma. You know what I'm saying? I'll take Brittany Griner over Kyle Kuzma. I'll take what's her name? Alana Del Don, whatever her name is, over Kyle Kuzma. And apparently, he's only worth a 12-pack of Clorox wipes.
I saw that. Disrespectful.
Disrespectful. Oh shit! They say
there is no respect on Kyle Kuzma's name.
his ring didn't have any diamonds in it. You think? Hey, Earl said you think the Nets could beat Boston or Miami? I only ask because both teams will acquire someone. We just don't know who it will be. Hey, Jimmy Buckets is that motherfucker, bro. Boston,
Yeah.
I can't speak on because Boston, what they've shown me the past 3 years is that they got all this talent and they play really well, but they crumble in the end. But I don't know if they crumble this year or if Jimmy Buckets was just like, nah, bro, not this year. You know what I'm saying? But
It's tough, man.
Yeah, it is.
This is a weird year. That's why I'm a little bit say a weird year. It was in a bubble. Some guys benefited, some guys didn't, and I definitely respect Jimmy more for what he did. He did it consistently. He did it in the finals. He did it at every level. And so I'll put that out there. I don't know when everything is the way it is, it's normal, like what version of Jimmy we're going to see. Is he going to be able to do that against KD and Kyrie? That's going to be a very good series. I'll definitely watch that against the Bucks. What was the other team? Was it the Bucks?
Yeah, it was the Bucks.
Yeah.
They beat the Bucks.
Yeah.
I think Jimmy evolved in this bubble, bro. Like having to play with all these young dudes with pretty much the only veteran, like the only tried and true veteran was Andre Iguodala. Udonis didn't play. I'm talking about like on the floor.
Yeah.
What
If
ahead.
this was Jimmy the entire time?
No, and I think it was. Or I take that back. I think Jimmy has always had this, but he's never had a reliable squad or people who I guarantee you everybody on that team looks up to Jimmy. Like all the young dudes. They probably all look up to Jimmy on some like we ain't doing shit until daddy says so. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like daddy say I can shoot, I'ma shoot. If daddy say I can't shoot, I ain't gonna shoot. And so
You think that's what Duncan Robinson said?
oh no, definitely. Every time I see Duncan Robinson, I assume he has a lisp, like a high pitched voice with a lisp. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna.
Dude just needs some. He needs to talk to Tyler Hero because he got the look of a basketball player. Duncan Robinson does not look like a basketball player.
No,
there's a couple of guys.
Absolutely not. Duncan Robinson looks like he works at H&R Block, like 100%.
Yeah, the Lakers bench, they call it Duncan Robinson, Jimmy Neutron.
He looks like Jimmy Neutron.
Like, it's spot on.
Yo,
Spot on.
that's
Spot on.
funny.
They, he said they were yelling at it, like
Yeah.
yelling at him, like the entire game.
Shoot the ball, Duncan. Duncan. Hey, Earl said Rondo's opting out, probably for his last payday.
Yeah. Yep, I can respect that.
He said the bubble allowed players who really wanted it to go get it. I wish we could see this one more year. Oh, Earl actually liked the. Actually, I like the bubble too. I thought the bubble was. I don't know why. Maybe it's because there was no fans, and so like. Here's a theory. Do you feel like they felt like this was just like pickup basketball at LA Fitness or some shit, like the whole
I don't
time,
think so.
like without fans? I wonder if that's how it feels for them. I don't know.
I think so. I mean, a lot of those guys came from like AAU,
Yeah.
so I mean, there's not that many people in the crowd. So I think a lot of the players said it was kind of like an AAU game.
Yeah, man.
Every game.
I feel like they were just out there, yeah, playing for real, trying to win, but also having a lot more fun than they would in front of thousands of fans. So
I just wish like that AD game winner was at Staples Center.
yeah, that would have been dope. That would have been dope. I mean, hey, but real shit though, it's easy to play the best you can play when you don't have people in the crowd calling you bitch and fuck you and the N word and shit. So I'm pretty sure this is probably the best them. You know what I mean? Players probably had like off games during the bubble, but I feel like they were able to play clear headed. So
Yeah, that didn't help Kyle Kuzma or Danny Green or
Or Paul George.
Alex Caruso. Or,
no, so Paul George is Paul George looking for the lights and the cameras and the fancy shit. So that's why he out here looking like a fucking homeless dude. But
Yeah, he said he was depressed.
well, that's what happens when you let your fucking wife talk shit about another player's family member for no reason. Damian Lillard. No, was it Damian Lillard? No, it was Paul George's wife. He was talking shit about. I think Damian Lillard's sister. I want to say it was Damian Lillard's sister, or something like that. But
I didn't know somebody married Paul George.
alright, well, she was a stripper apparently, so it's not that hard when you're an NBA player. Get a stripper. Hey, bitch, I want you. All right.
I want you.
I like shit.
I want you.
Hey, he said.
That's all they gotta say.
Errol said them boys on the Heat were humble. Think of all the number 1 through 10 draft picks he played with on the Timberwolves and the 76ers. Cat, Wiggins, Ben, all seem entitled due to where they were drafted. Hero said Jimmy had us in the gym at 5 a.m. That's buying for leadership that entitled players don't really give in to because they know they are getting paid and won't take that since they got a payday. Yeah, that's true. That's true. So,
Yeah.
yeah, he's played with a lot of young players before, but none of those guys were 1 through 10, huh? Tyler, Duncan Robinson.
Damn.
Well, Bam might have been. Bam might have been.
But I think there's some truth to that, especially with a player like Jimmy. I was thinking about this with Antonio Brown. I feel like he would have fit more. I think it would have been, yeah. I think he would have fit more in Seattle versus Tampa because he's sharing, I guess, targets or whatever with two younger guys.
Yeah.
Who kind of know their role and they're both mature about it. Whereas in Tampa, I don't know how it's going to work out. Maybe it's going to be Brady led, but he's sharing touches with Mike Evans, who's in his prime, and Chris Godwin, which had a fantastic season last year, and he's trying to get more touches. He's trying to continue that. So when you have someone like AB coming in, who knows what version of AB we're going to get, but that's when potential headbutting can happen.
Yeah.
And you have players who are just like, this is my time, trying to set myself up, versus players that are just like, I'm just starting out. I want to learn how to have that same hunger, and the same work habit. So
I just don't know who would. Oh, go ahead. Okay.
No, I was just gonna say, just like, I think it worked out for Jimmy because there was so many young guys who were just hungry as well, and were just able to say, hey, I want to learn how to, have the same fight as you and things like that. I just want to win, pretty much.
Yeah, I don't know why he would pick Tom Brady over Russell Wilson this year. That to me was huh?
He played with him.
Yeah,
He
but
played with him last year.
didn't they get rid of him?
The Patriots got rid of him.
Yeah, Patriots got rid of him.
Tom Brady didn't get rid of him. He was still like trying to big him up, trying to get him to go to Tampa earlier before the season started.
Shit, I guess, man. I couldn't. Not this year. I'm not picking Tom Brady over Russell Wilson this year. I think that's kind of weird. And Russ, like, personalities is so different. Like, Russ is a lot more inviting. Maybe Antonio Brown needs somebody who's gonna yell at him and cuss him out every time he makes a mistake. So, whatever. What are you about to say, Des?
I think they just have a similar personality.
Mm.
Like, they used to do it in France. And yeah, they did play together.
I mean, the Bucks they needed AB really bad because both Mike Evans and Godwin they've been out like every other game.
Oh, okay. That's probably why he went there. He probably knew he was gonna get more playing time because of that.
Yeah.
That makes sense, then.
I remember
Seahawks.
I was gonna just say like Bruce Arians. I want them to do that. You can't say, oh, we're not gonna get him. We don't want him. There's too much drama, and then you have these talks in the back, and now he's on the team.
Yeah. That is weird. Maybe he didn't make that decision. He didn't have anything to do with it.
Yeah, I don't think it was his decision, but like I said, both Mike Evans and Chris Godwin they got injured early in the season, so with hamstring issues and all that, so they really needed another guy. I guess who's been playing well because those guys are injured, so they needed another
receiver. Real quick, we got a couple more basketball questions. Earl, I hope you're ready too. All right. Do the Heat need to do anything to get back to the finals? So, what?
I think they need a better backup point guard. Kendrick Nunn, he's cool, but he doesn't like initiate the offense as well as Dragic did. Because when Dragic was in the game, man, they looked really good. And who knows what's going to happen if he stays healthy. Yeah, in the finals. I mean, they got most of their core back next year, so maybe another big, but I think better backup guard would be their best option for the offseason. I think they could go back to that.
I think they can.
Yeah.
It would only be like if they were going to change anything, it would be like one position really, because the guys are still growing. Now they have finals experience. They're gritty. All of them are.
Yeah.
Most of them are.
They got. They got Jay Crowder, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit, that's another veteran. I forgot about him.
Is he still under contract? I don't know.
I don't know.
He might.
Yeah, but
maybe another year.
I said that because of my comment earlier where I said all they had was Iguodala and Butler as veterans, but I forgot about Jay Crowder. But Jay Crowder probably don't fuck with nobody. Like, he seemed like the type of dude that just do his own thing.
He's not loyal to anybody.
He ain't fuck with them two little white boys. You can't hang with me, dog.
As soon as he's traded onto another team, man, it's like he will treat you like he never knew
Yeah. Yeah,
you.
he don't give a shit. That's a big dude.
I'm trying to think who did AD who killed them in the finals or on the Lakers? Like who killed them? Was it one player in particular or?
Uh,
'Cause, I mean, Bron just pretty much did whatever, and especially Game 4.
I feel like it was just a compilation of LeBron and AD. Like everybody else was just pawns on a chessboard, and LeBron and AD were king and no disrespect, but queen. You know what I'm saying? And queen is LeBron. But look. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding,
put some
man.
respect on AD, man.
For sure. I mean, the coaching was it was great.
On both
Like,
ends.
You saw, yeah.
Yeah.
You saw the changes and adjustments that they
Mhm.
made. And, I mean, they got 2 games, so clearly, the coaching is what's wrong.
Yeah, and even for me, like I'll admit this. Whenever I was talking shit about the Heat when they were winning championships and doing good, I kept saying Eric Spoelstra only looked good because he had LeBron and Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh, but mainly LeBron.
And
But
he heard you.
yeah, he heard me. I mean, it took him a few years, but he finally heard me. And you definitely seen his like how good he was as a coach. With bringing these young boys, yeah, everything flowed through Jimmy, but then he had a game where he didn't shoot any threes, and he scored 40 or almost 50, or was it 50 in these finals. So the fact that he's getting these other young dudes the confidence to shoot, don't be afraid. I don't know, I respect him as a coach more than I did before Eric Spoelstra. So that was dope. But yeah, so you're saying they need a backup point guard. That's what Ev said. What'd you say, Des?
I think they just need I think they can use a backup point guard for sure. I think they can use a big. I don't know how Bam's gonna develop in the next 2-3 years. Like he looks so small compared to like Dwight Howard and
You need to get bigger.
he needs to get bigger. If he can't get bigger, then they need to bring someone who's at least 6'10".
Yeah.
Have some size on him because he looks small. I mean, a lot of it, but they're 19, 20.
Yeah.
21 years old, so.
That's what I said. The reason the Lakers won is because the Heat are so young. Like Jimmy Butler could only do so much. That was my, and that will be my reasoning. Like Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero. Like if you add 3 or 4 years to any of those guys, like on some Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum type shit. If you give those boys some years, that series definitely would have went to 7. And they probably would have won because they all had talents that they didn't know they had. Like they're still unlocking. You know what I'm saying? They're still going through the my player stage on 2K. So they're I think if you kept that same, well, no, not in like 3 years, because Jimmy Butler will be older. But I don't know. Yeah, you give them boys like 2 or 3 more years of experience, and I think they could have won. But what's up, Ev?
I think Adebayo, man, he needs to get like a better offensive game too. Like if he could at least like maybe shoot the 3, at least not like Duncan Robinson or Tyler Hero, but I mean
Like Chris
just
Bosh.
Like Chris Bosh.
Chris Bosh or Anthony Davis.
Yeah.
Anthony Davis shooting those threes made it much harder for any forward to guard him because he was able to shoot that. I mean, if Bam can develop that 3-point shot or mid-range at least, I didn't see him shoot that many mid-range. But I mean, if he could develop that, I think he would be very difficult to beat.
Yeah. So not saying that you're saying it's his fault, but
No.
you're saying that that was that could have been a reason that they won? Like, had he had a better offensive package, they could have beat the Lakers. Okay.
Yeah, I think he has a decent shot. I mean, it's not like Lonzo Ball or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But if he tried or had confidence in shooting those type of shots, then I mean, maybe it'll make it easier for him to score.
Got you.
And I'll add, and maybe not, run into a brick wall like Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
That might help as well.
Yeah. No, Dwight Howard had he did that shit on purpose.
Earl said the Heat were a smaller team and couldn't defend when they went big. Yeah.
Yeah, get a big. Another big in there. Olynyk's not gonna help you. Olynyk's not gonna block any shots either. Like, I felt like LeBron had a layup line, AD had a layup line.
Yeah.
KCP had a couple layups too. So I mean, I was surprised he made them. So.
Myers Leonard is just he's a frat boy on the bench.
He's a cheerleader.
Hey man, he was hooping for Portland. He was hooping for Portland, bro. I like Myers, man. I wouldn't like draft him, but I think Myers Leonard he's a pretty decent guy coming off the bench. Hey, side note, I just wanted y'all to know how much I dislike Kyle Lowry even more. I was watching this video montage on YouTube. It's like NBA blow-ups or fights or
You looking at him.
Yeah, no, fuck him. But there was a compilation of just different fights. I wasn't specifically looking for him, but I seen because how he be flopping all the damn time. He one of the NBA's biggest floppers, I think. But Michael Carter Williams was going around a screen that one of his teammates set, and Kyle Lowry was following him, and Kyle Lowry stuck his arm in there and hit Michael Carter Williams in the nose and tried to act like he got bumped by the screener, like you know what I'm saying, and broke Michael Carter Williams' nose, and he was bleeding and shit. And Kyle Lowry had the nerve to sit there and act like he ain't do shit, but this motherfucker's bleeding, bro. Like, at some point you gotta be like, all right, no, that was my bad. I fucked up. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, fuck that dude. He dirty, bro.
That's a better move.
Is it? Break their nose?
That's basketball. Man.
Yeah, fuck that guy. That's a veteran move.
Did the ref call it?
Nah, but my. This motherfucker ran up in the ref's face.
Do you see how guys when guys are posting up on each other, they're grabbing their ribs and stuff?
Oh yeah. No, I know.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I would get
pissed.
I would get so angry if I was posting and someone's digging. Yeah, that'd be crazy.
Imagine? What's his name? Dennis Rodman used to touch dudes' asses and shit, and he would do that shit on purpose, bro. He would definitely do that shit on purpose. Dennis Rodman ain't give a shit, but it's just funny to think he out here fondling dudes just to throw them off their game.
Yo,
this motherfucker keeps touching my nuts.
Yo, I laugh every time Dwight Howard be karate chopping people. Hey, he's been doing that move for years.
Refs don't call that shit.
And Dwight a big dude. He big and strong. You know that shit fucking hurts, bro. You know that shit fucking hurts.
Karate chop by Dwight Howard. Yes, sir.
No, I think he got that from KG. KG used to do that shit all the time, man.
Try
to harm people. That's funny.
Hey, it goes back and forth, between him and KG. Dwight Howard will grab his rib, and KG
chop him
with all his might.
Yeah.
And then Dwight Howard do it again, grab his ribs.
Yeah, it's basketball's dirty, bro. If you actually rewatch shit, you'd be like, God damn. Um,
Yeah, man. Raja Bell, man, that was like the dirtiest
The
player.
dirtiest, man.
Rajah
That was
Bell.
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't you remember when
straight
he
up.
closed on your boy?
Yeah,
Who? Kobe?
Kobe.
Yeah.
Nah. I mean, if I
You didn't
see
see
it,
that?
no, I probably seen it. Like it's not ringing a bell right now. If I like watch the clip, I probably remember that whole fucking game. But nah. Hey, so last undefeated, or no, that's the next. Um, rank the teams: Clips, Nugs, Mavs, Heat, Golden State, Celtics, Bucks, Nets, and Lakers. Hey,
To win the
any
championship
to win a championship,
in the
like
next
in
three
order.
years. Yeah.
All right. So that means you can only pick three then,
Yeah,
or
it's
you.
like chances like
Oh, okay. Who has the highest chance? All right.
yeah.
So if you in the chat, I need you to write this down or type this in because I want to know your opinion also. So we got Clippers, Nuggets, Mavericks. I said Maverick. Mavericks, Heat, Golden State, Celtics, Bucks, Nets, Lakers. Next 3 years, who has the highest chance of winning a championship? Ev, I want to start with you whenever you're ready.
Uh, I got the Lakers, Golden State, Mavericks.
Ooh. I
Oh,
got the Lakers.
hey, real quick, I want to give a shout out to my boy Up in Flames Sports Podcast. My boy's been he kind of inspired me to want to start doing this with y'all, man. And my boy's hurt right now. He I think he broke his leg or hurt his leg somehow. He in a cast, but he's still been grinding doing this podcast. I think it's like every Sunday on Facebook. He posts it. So if y'all get the opportunity, go follow Up in Flames Sports Podcast. And yo, man, I really appreciate you hopping in the stream, dog. Like that's dope. He's the one I was telling you about that like calls around to different like college coaches and stuff like that, trying
Oh
to get
yeah,
him
yeah,
on the.
yeah.
Yeah. He's dope, man. So that's my boy Mo Murph.
Shouts
um,
out to Mo.
shout out to
Salute,
Mo.
man. Get
Um,
well.
yeah, get well soon, dog. Anyway, so he says Lakers. Now that's your number one. We'll come back to the chat. We got a couple people in here who said some stuff. So let's hear what we got to say, and then we'll come back to the chat. Hey, Omari John Rep, what's up, man? Appreciate you hopping in the stream. Go ahead and let us know. Next 3 years, who do you think has the highest chance of winning the championship? Um, Clippers, Nuggets, Mavericks, Heat, Golden State, Celtics, Bucks, Nets, and Lakers. Now, if you only want to put your top three, put your top three. But I want to see who has the highest chance down to the lowest chance, in your opinion. All right, Ev, go ahead. You said, or Ev already said his. You said Lakers, Golden State, and Mavericks. Dez.
I'm gonna go Lakers.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna win a championship in the next 2 years. Um, Mavs, they're bouncing between two and three for me. Lucas is just he's the next superstar. I was talking to my nephew about it. Um, talking about the next superstar after LeBron, and I think it's Luka. That's what my gut tells me.
Yeah.
Even though I like Jason Tatum,
Yeah.
I think Luka's special, man. I'm gonna go the Clippers. I think they get it together. I think they got embarrassed, and they should have, if they weren't. So I think they make some moves in the right direction, and I think they get serious. So I'm gonna go. Lakers, Mavericks, Clippers, Warriors, Nets, Nuggets, Heat, Celtics, Bucks. That would be my order.
All right. So I'll go ahead and read the comments before I say mine. So I keep people engaged, hang out in the chat. Um. So Earl said if Golden State makes a trade, they're going on another tear. Um. Yeah, I kind of agree with Earl. This definitely depends on what they do in the next few months. So, my boy Mo Up in Flames Sports Podcast said Golden State. He pretty much said the same thing as you, Ev. He said Lakers, Golden State, and Mavs third best chance. Um, so, for me, my opinion, um, I think it's a toss up between Lakers and Golden State. So Lakers already where they need to be, but we already know like every year every team in the NBA makes adjustments to try to beat the champion. Now with Golden State when they went on their run, um, it was kind of like unmatchable. You know what I'm saying? You didn't have three people on a team that could just shoot from anywhere at any point in time and just tear your ass up. That can all drive to the lane, tear your ass up. They all had great defenders, but I think the biggest deal for them. He said, "Go ahead and preach about Curry." He knows how much I like Curry, my boy Mo. He said, "Go ahead and preach about Curry." Hey, fuck you, dog. So
Go ahead.
I love him. So.
Sounding like his wife, man.
Nah, cause I be out here, trying to get attention from other dudes and shit. But Golden State, they were in a unique situation with who they had on the squad, and it was kind of hard to match up. Now, what the Lakers have, and much respect, still love the Lakers because of Kobe, but what the Lakers have, I don't think they have something that's unbeatable. Like, yeah, they have LeBron James, beast, can tear up anybody. Offense, defense, don't matter. They got AD, who's a unicorn. But that's kind of it, right? Danny Green ain't Danny Green that we know. Kyle Kuzma doesn't even exist in my head. What's that dude? Their shooter, number one, Caldwell Pope. I don't know what happened to him, but he's just been on a steady decline. They need to do something this summer, and I'm pretty sure, or not this summer, like this off season, and I'm pretty sure they know what to do. This is why they got people working in the background. But I feel like, depending on what they do, and depending on what Golden State does, and you can kind of say that for any team, but I think the best chances, it's kind of a toss-up between those two. So I'm not able to say 1 and 2 between the Lakers and the Warriors. Sorry, but I can't, because hope that's respectable. But for my number 3, I'm probably gonna have to say Mavericks also. If they keep their same squad, Luka Doncic, however you say his name, that dude is raw. And then the Don, you know what I'm saying? So that dude is raw. Him and Kristaps, they have like great potential, and they got a good squad around them too. With Seth Curry, who I disrespected earlier when we started this sports talk, but I give him props, man. Then you got Wesley Matthews out there, another shooter. Like they got a decent squad, and I think it's probably not. Oh, and Tim Hardaway Jr. Yeah, I don't think either one of they're gonna be either the Lakers or the Warriors. But if we're talking about a chance, then I think the Mavs will have the next best chance.
You got Boban.
Oh,
Yeah.
Big dude, big Boban.
You got JJ Pereira too.
So Earl said, "Don't." I didn't even. Yeah, that little motherfucker. I don't know how a midget made it into the NBA, but actually,
I think I could beat him 1-on-1.
Yeah. Earl said Steph is my current favorite player too. and Mavs can't beat the Clippers. So how are they? How aren't they 3? So I think the reason I don't know about y'all, so y'all could speak on this after I say what I say, but I don't think the Clippers um mentally are are a good in a good position to be number 3. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on with Paul George. I know we talk shit about him, but he going through some shit. Um, he had that one game where he's like, "Oh, I'm back," and then like the next game he was back. So, and Kawhi ain't the same Kawhi. I don't know if Kawhi needs his Kyle Lowry and Fred VanVleet, but he the squad around him isn't a championship squad. So I mean, they got they're good, but they're not championship caliber to me. So we'll see what they do, and I think the Mavericks can beat the Clippers, 100%. So
Yeah, I think KP he got injured first.
oh yeah, and he did get injured. Yep.
So if he played the rest of that series, I think the Mavs
Would have won.
should have beat. Yeah, they should have beat them.
Yeah. I would have to go Nuggets number 4. Nets number 5. Celtics 6. Clippers 7 and Bucks 8. Yeah.
Yeah, no faith in the Bucks.
No, because Giannis is gone, bro.
You think so?
I think Giannis, and even if Giannis isn't gone, that team is it. Nah, bro. Giannis needs to leave, and he knows he needs to leave.
Yeah, the Bucks. I think they need to make some changes. I know they play really well in the regular season, but when it comes to playoffs, and it seems like the coach doesn't have any adjustments. And Giannis, it seems like he's one-dimensional when it gets to the playoffs.
Yeah.
So they need to make some moves.
Earl said, I think the Nuggets can win in 7 games against the Mavs, considering what they showed. I agree.
I was just about to say that between the Nuggets and the Mavericks.
I agree.
That would be a tough series.
But I definitely think it goes 7.
Yeah.
I think it goes 7. But I think
who's a difference maker then?
I was just about to say
go
Luka. Oh no, you saying that's not one of their stars, huh? I don't know. Gary Harris for the Nuggets.
I feel like if Grant is still with the team, I think he might be, or even MPJ. It would be one of those 2 guys for me.
Yeah. All right, y'all ready to move on to the NFL for a couple questions?
Do
it. Can't wait for the NBA to restart. That's gonna be
like Christmas.
Yeah, hopefully if they can get their shit right. They were talking about Christmas. They were talking about January. I remember at first they had said December 1st, but yeah, we'll see. I'm stoked, bro. I am fucking stoked. And November 18th is draft day.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I'm excited, man. I miss it. I miss it already. All right.
Go stay again, LaMelo?
No. Please no. Please no. Please no. Please no.
What if Wiseman gets picked number 1?
Then I say they trade that. I trade that second pick, bro. Who are you gonna pick up? Anthony Edwards? Or at VJ, I forget his name, the dude from Europe or whatever. So they could pick one of them, but I think we about to go back to basketball. I think out of all the draft picks, the best person to pick to help their next title run would be James Wiseman. So all the other players are good. I'm not knocking them. I'm not saying anybody's trash or anything. Like, they're all good. But I think to help them, specifically to help Golden State, I think James Wiseman. And what do y'all think in the chat? I want to know what y'all think in the chat also. But what were you gonna say, Des?
I was gonna say if I'm Golden State and James Wiseman gets picked up number 1, guess who I'm getting on the phone with? I'm getting on the phone with Milwaukee.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm saying, who do you guys want?
yeah.
Because we're gonna put together a trade package for Giannis. Because I know
What if
y'all
they
don't want him to walk out the door.
put Klay Thompson in that
You should know
trade proposal?
if you want a serious phone call or trade proposal, you know not to put Klay Thompson.
You
It's
you.
not happening.
They don't.
Oh no, hell no, 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 no. Ev, don't do
If I'm
that.
the Bucks, if I'm the Bucks, if I'm the Bucks, I'm not
You play
hearing
ball.
any. I'm not playing any trades unless you put Klay Thompson. Yeah.
But then you risk him walking out the door though.
Yeah, you do. Definitely do.
I don't know how
Hey.
many years is he on the contract though.
I don't know. I
Does he
won't be
have-
able to see you. Anybody know?
2 more years? 1 to 2 years? He's saying he can pull a KD, next year.
I don't know.
The Thunder.
The Warriors better not. Well, the Warriors also got 2 first-round draft picks the next couple seasons, also from the Timberwolves from Minnesota. So they can trade them shits away too.
I mean, I want to get Draymond at least. Draymond.
Nah, bruh. I'm gonna tell you what. The Warriors are not getting rid of that. They're not getting rid of that core 3, bro. They're not. They're not. Hey, if Milwaukee doesn't respond, and I still think, even though like we said, Bradley Beal may not be the best fit to win a championship with the Warriors, which I think he could. I'm not saying that it's impossible, but I definitely think they would figure out a way to make that work. But if James Wiseman gets picked up, then you gotta trade, bro. You gotta trade. But that Avdija dude, I don't know how to say his name, from Europe. Apparently, when he worked out, the Warriors were like, he's good. They really liked his workout.
There's
What
also
position?
He's a forward. Oh no, he's a guard, but he's like a really, they said, like athletic guard. He's been playing in the Euro League since he was 12. So he like another Luka Doncic. I feel like
there are also reports saying that the Golden State was just blowing smoke about that because they're trying to get like people under them to get interested, they can pick them up. So could be strategy. I feel like the Warriors organization do something like that.
yeah. Ooh, Earl, no. Ooh, no. Earl said, I think Draymond is gone with Wiggins in a package. For Giannis, you get rid of Draymond, that's whew.
So if
If I'm the-
let's, go ahead.
Yeah, I was just saying, if I'm the Bucks, I'm looking at what the Pelicans got for AD. Just everything, all their future, and some of their players. So hopefully the Golden State Warriors lose all their players.
Hey, no,
But
man.
we'll see.
You can't get rid of Dre, bro. Well, hey, we gonna see. This is gonna be probably the biggest draft like in a long ass time, and I don't think it's because of who's coming. I think everybody wants to know where LaMelo Ball is going. Definitely, I think everybody wants to know, but I think that this is gonna be one of the biggest deals of a draft because of all the shit that's happened this year, and people want to see what moves people are gonna make. And I'm not saying this because I love the Golden State Warriors, but I think everybody's interested to see what they do, bro. I think we can all agree. Am I wrong? I feel like the basketball world wants to know what they're gonna do. Coming off of
It's a short off season, so they
Yeah.
gotta do something.
yeah. All right, so we'll move on to NFL now. Man,
Yeah, let's do it.
golly, man.
My bad.
Ev over here starting shit. All right, so NFL. Who's going to be the last undefeated team standing in the NFL? Who we got left? We got the Steelers,
Yeah, the Titans.
Titans, and the Seahawks. And Steelers and Titans about to play.
Yeah.
So who's winning that game?
Who does win that game?
I think the Steelers.
I
The
think,
Steelers.
yeah, I was gonna say the Steelers too.
That defense is nasty.
Oh man, Earl, why are you doing this, man? Do I answer this basketball question? he in the chat, so I got to. All right.
I see it too.
Okay. Yeah, he said Giannis is Draymond on steroids, so do it and develop Pascal to play Draymond's position. So I don't know, man. I think don't kill me for this. Maybe y'all agree with me, but I don't think Giannis's like court vision is as good as Draymond. Like Draymond's decision making is good. Like that's what makes Draymond so great in the NBA. That's like people don't, when you think about Draymond Green and the fact that he could probably get you a triple double without even, well, yeah, he's got a good squad around him, but I don't see Giannis coming and having damn near a triple double every night. You know what I'm saying? With 10 points. And that's what Draymond does. Like, I don't know. I don't know. Giannis ain't a.
Gotta get rid of somebody.
Yeah.
On the Warriors to get Giannis.
Take Looney.
Draft picks.
Take Looney.
No.
Just take Looney.
That's what I'm saying. If they say draft, you know what, draft LaMelo, we think he can, pull some people over here. Then draft LaMelo, give him LaMelo.
Earl,
So you got to.
Earl said you just need a player to distract from Steph and Clay so they don't get doubled. You don't get that with Draymond because they leave him open. That's true.
It was a backpack shot. Yeah.
All right, so bouncing back. Do you think the Seahawks are going to beat the Cardinals?
I think it's going to be a tough game, close game, like all Seahawks games are. But I do think they can pull it out in the end and win. Because Russell's, he's been playing so well. He's been playing excellent. I don't know about the defense though. So Jamal Adams, I think he's out again. So
yeah,
it'll be a close game.
If I think this is going to be a good Steelers and Titans game, mainly because they're trying to hold on to that it'll be 6-0 now, right? 6-0 record. So, but I think Steelers will win too. Even though I like what's that running back's name from the Titans?
Derrick Henry.
Derrick Henry, man.
Derrick Henry. Man, oh man.
Yeah, I don't know what the Steelers defense is gonna do with that, but yeah, in my head it's Ben Roethlisberger versus Derrick Henry. So
hey, they got a gang tackle Derrick Henry.
Yeah.
Like 3 of them at least.
Is he this year's Marshawn Lynch? Is he beast mode?
He looks like it, man. His stiff arm is 100.
I can't believe he did that.
100,000. I'm so glad he did. So glad.
Dude, yeah,
That's crazy.
Who did we play last week? And they were just running all over the field. Or not last week, but 2 weeks ago. Who the Seahawks play?
Let's see.
They're running.
Was it the Cowboys?
Nah,
Cowboys
it
was like week 3.
it wasn't the Cowboys.
It was the Dolphins.
Okay,
Week 4.
okay, then it wasn't the Dolphins. I'm trying to think who we played against. I was just running all over the field.
Probably the Vikings.
Oh. Yeah, what's that running back's name?
Dalvin Cook.
No, because he went down.
He went down, yeah. I think it was Madison.
Madison.
His name's Madison.
Yeah, that dude looks good too. I'm not comparing him to Derrick Henry, but he looks good, man.
Yeah, I think if he
I don't
gets
know, man. The 4th and 1,
Hey,
that was
fourth
a
and
code.
one, or
yeah,
fourth and
that.
inches.
That was a code.
Listen. I feel like the only reason Derrick Henry would have gotten through that is because Derrick Henry's stronger, bigger and stronger. That's it. But that was a
No, there was.
huh?
Sorry to interrupt. There was a when you look at that play, there was a hole for Madison to go to. He didn't go to that hole.
Mm,
He went he went to fucking uh, Bobby Wagner and got tackled. And yeah,
wait, well, oh,
if Dalvin Cook was in that game, I think he would have made at least a yard.
hey, well, all I gotta say is thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks,
Yeah.
bud. Hey, Earl said, "Oh, my bad, Des. Go ahead. You about to say?
No, I was just gonna say like I'll take it too.
Hey, are the Chiefs favored to run it back and win?
Yeah, they're the favorite. The offense is clicking. I mean, the Seahawks right now, their offense is just as good.
I think better.
See,
I think better,
yeah.
and that's partially biased, but I definitely that DK Metcalf, bro. Like, so Kobe, the dude who we had on the sports talk a few weeks back, before the season started, he was saying, "Hey, DK Metcalf is going to be a top 3 receiver this season," and I totally agree with him. I can't name more than 3 people better than DK Metcalf. So I I think Russell got something special with him, bro, and I think we'll be straight. Definitely, I see a Super Bowl in our future, but we got to play the Chiefs before we go to the Super Bowl, right?
No, I think we'll see them in the Super Bowl.
Wait, I thought they were in our conference.
We don't play them.
No.
Nah.
All right.
In the AFC West.
Yeah. We don't play them in the regular season this year, so
We have to play the
if we
Bucks.
do play them, yeah.
Oh, really?
Bucks maybe.
So this might be a unfavored opinion, but I don't think the Bucks got shit on us.
I don't think we play the Bucks in the regular season.
No. Well, we would have to play them in the playoffs. So
Yeah. If they make it.
Yeah.
You don't think they will?
I mean, the Saints is still there. A lot of the teams in the NFC, they've been playing really well. So
The Bills are
it's
AFC,
kind of
right?
like Bills
Those are
AFC,
AFC East.
yeah.
Ooh. Bills versus Chiefs, bro. Ooh.
I like the Chiefs in that matchup though.
It'll still be a good ass game though. It'll still be a good ass game. Damn. All right, so I think the Seahawks is gonna be Seahawks and Steelers, and then the Seahawks play the 49ers.
49ers. Steelers play the Ravens.
Oh, then yeah, I think the Seahawks.
Yeah.
Okay, so if the Titans do win, who the Titans got next week? Or next week.
That's a good question. I don't think. Let's see.
They got the Bengals and the Bears.
Oh, then it could be. Hey, if Titans win, it could be both. Them and the Seahawks can keep going. But then the Seahawks got the Bills in 3 weeks, 2 weeks from now.
Yeah.
That's gonna
If the Titans win, I would go with Titans.
be, yeah, just because the Seahawks are playing the Bills. All right. So another question that we had, or topic that we had, was Seahawks pushing hard for Antonio Brown, but obviously that fell through. So, and we already kind of spoke about it. So, I'm gonna be honest. I'm glad that we didn't get him. I know. Des, you were saying that it would have been a good fit for, or a better fit for Antonio Brown with the Seahawks, and I think it would have been dope too. But just for those reasons, we got two healthy wide receivers, and we got Josh Gordon, who's gonna be back soon, hopefully. Um, it would take away playing time from our two wide receivers who are perfectly fine. So, and I don't need no drama. We don't need no drama in Seattle. So I'm glad he didn't come.
Yeah, I don't think Josh Gordon is signed to the Seahawks, but I know he could be available at some point whenever he's eligible to
He,
play.
he made it clear that he wants to go to Seattle.
Oh, he did.
Yeah,
When is he gonna be available?
it's up to the NFL, man. They keep asking
Yeah.
Pete Carroll like every week. He's like, I don't, I don't know.
Yeah,
All right. Then
may
you,
not even play this year.
Ev. Then you said the 6 or less wins in the NFC East win the division, and who wins?
Yeah, man, the Eagles, they're 2-4-1. Cowboys 2-4.
The rest are 1-5 or something like that.
Giants
One
and
and
Giants
five,
and
one and
Washington.
five, 1-6. Um, to me, it looks like 5 wins is gonna win it, and I think it's probably gonna be the Cowboys. Yeah,
Mm.
gonna be the Cowboys.
Why do you think the
But
Cowboys?
uh, looking at it, looking at their schedule, I think. Well,
Because they all kind of have similar schedules.
yeah, that's tough. Yeah, they got the Steelers, they got the Ravens, and the 49ers. Shit, I think maybe 4 wins can be the leader. But no, I think the Cowboys, their defense, I know it's not that great, but I think eventually they'll probably get Earl Thomas or some type of upgrade. Uh, the Eagles, they seem like they're just not that good. I mean, they're only beating. I think they played the Giants 2 days ago, so they didn't look that great either. The Giants should have won that game, but I don't know, maybe Washington football team can surprise people and win that, but I don't know who the quarterback is. Alex Smith is not that good, but that's maybe their best option, that quarterback. But
Hey,
it's a shitty division.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully the Seahawks can get that team in the first round or the second round.
hey, Earl, whoever else in the chat, do me a favor. I just realized I didn't even say this. If you haven't hit the like button, do that. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, do that. I really appreciate it. Will appreciate it. Keep the love going. So I'm gonna try to. Got about 10 minutes left. I had a question about uh, somebody at work asked me, does Aaron Rodgers still have a better chance at winning MVP versus Russell Wilson with one loss?
Does he have a better chance with one
So
loss?
the whole conversation was Russell Wilson is, the front runner for MVP right now, but people still are saying, but what about Aaron Rodgers? Are giving him but what about Aaron Rodgers over here doing all this shit, yada 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 yada. Now, does he maintain that? Even though he lost the game, can he maintain that even though he lost the game? Is there a possibility for him to still out, get more votes than Russell Wilson for MVP, even though he has one loss, or did that one loss put like a major? Because apparently, unbeknownst to me, all I've been hearing is Russell Wilson, but apparently, Aaron Rodgers is still right there as far as getting the MVP this year.
I think last week kind of. I mean, I know it's early, but I think that kind of ended the MVP talks. That game was really bad.
Yeah.
He didn't have any touchdowns. I think he threw multiple picks in that game. I don't know if Russell is gonna have a no touchdown game.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It doesn't seem likely that Rodgers is gonna beat out Russell Wilson. Now there may be another guy that beats out Russell Wilson, but I don't think Aaron Rodgers.
Who do you think can? Patrick?
Yeah. I'm not saying he's going to, but he's right. He's right there. He's in the mix.
I get so mad when Russ throws picks, man, because I know he's better than that.
It's not perfect.
Yeah, but didn't Aaron Rodgers wasn't he on like a long ass streak for not throwing any picks? I'm pretty sure he was.
Yeah.
Up until last week. And the only reason he threw a pick last week is because the announcers were talking about it. That's how that shit happens. That's like saying the word 7 at a craps table. You don't do that shit.
I say it all the time.
No, not out loud. Ain't no way you be alive. Motherfuckers at a crap table will kill you. God!
Not if I got the dice in my hands.
Or when the announcer is like, when the players at the free throw line.
Yeah, bro, that's the worst.
He hasn't missed one in 20 games.
Anytime someone does that with Van Gundy, the other one, not Ryan, or I'm thinking Steve Van Gundy, Jeff Van
Green?
Gundy. No. Anytime someone says that around Jeff, he like called him out.
He does.
Why are you trying to
He
do
does.
that?
He really does. He'd be like, and that's the reason why these players miss, because you guys. Hey, I like Jeff Van Gundy. Hey, he keep it real, bro. I feel like Jeff Van Gundy, he don't hold back. See, players shouldn't be allowed to do that. This is the kind of stuff that I don't like. The referees should not be taking this long to deliberate. Like, I'd be like, yo, that's what I'm talking about, Jeff. You for the people.
Hey, is he the Rockets coach?
No.
That's an NBA question.
Is
Jeff Van Gundy? Rockets?
No, that's. Oh no, Bez, we talking about Stan. We talking about Stan Van Gundy.
No. I was talking about Jeff.
Jeff?
Stan Van Gundy is the coach of the Pelicans now.
Okay, I always get them two mixed up. It's funny.
Jeff Van Gundy could be the Rockets.
Oh.
I think
Is there rumors or reports on that?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, I don't know about
We'll
that.
see.
On Russell, I think the NFL is very similar to the NBA, where when a player kind of takes off early and makes a lot of noise early on in the season, that narrative kind of carries out. It's a huge momentum booster. In the first quarter of the NBA and the first quarter of the NFL, if there's a standout player, that player tends to take it. Like Evan said, like if it's not Aaron Rodgers, I think it's going to be what's his name, Derrick Henry, to actually like trail him, just because he's having an incredible year. So, but I still think Russ is going to take it. I think it's like long time coming, second player overall last year. So I think people know. If they don't,
Yeah, this
I think he was number two NFL top 100 players.
Russell.
Patrick
And you,
Mahomes number four. That was kind of crazy, but
who was
Hey,
number 4?
Mahomes.
Oh yeah, okay.
it's funny. Like when I watch all the other the TV the sports talks on TV, they always say how um, the narrative was, oh yeah, this is another year for where Russell has the MVP to lose. You know what I'm saying? Pretty much saying that he should be the MVP, but he's not going to get it. And they're saying it'll probably be this year again. But hopefully that gets into these voters' heads, like, cause somebody, I can't remember who said it, man. The guy with Joy Taylor, it was either him or what's the dude that argues with Stephen A. Max. It was either Max Kellerman or the what's that dude for Joy Taylor? What's his name?
Colin Coward.
Yeah, Colin Cowherd or Max Kellerman. I can't remember which one has said it, but they were like, Russell Wilson is not. They're talking about the Hall of Fame. He's like, Russell Wilson is not a Hall of Fame quarterback yet, and they named all these other stats. But the thing that stuck out to me is how Russell Wilson has been consistent for the past 10 years. Nothing's changed. Like anytime you say who are the top 5 quarterbacks, Russell Wilson's name is, well, not 10 years, but since he went and started his run, which was what, like 2013, 2014. It's who's the top 5 in the NFL right now. Russell Wilson's name has always been in there, has always been in that conversation, but he has never broken the plane to be the best in the NFL that year. So I'm really hoping, regardless of what happens to the Seahawks, I'm really hoping Russell just keeps playing the way that he's been playing and he gets the recognition he deserves. So we'll see.
I feel like if you talk to anybody outside of Seattle, because like what we're seeing with Russell, it's like yeah, he's definitely gotten better over the years. But does this really surprise us? Not really. It doesn't surprise me. Like seeing him play like this doesn't surprise me. But if you talk to anybody outside of Seattle, they're just like they'll just tell you, well, the defense, LOB carried him all those years, or Beast Mode carried him all those years, and Russell was just okay.
Yeah.
So I think it had to take LOB getting out of there. I think Marshawn getting out of there for them to have a losing season. I think they didn't even have a losing season, have they?
No.
One year they didn't make the playoffs.
No, still wasn't a losing season.
Yeah. It took that for people to recognize and to actually like see, okay, they're actually making noise with Russell as he's leading this team.
Yeah, I think you're absolutely right, especially because Russ, like, first of all, it wasn't his fault. Seattle was like more of a running team before. Like all they cared about was Marshawn Lynch running the ball, and they knew Russell Wilson could throw, but they weren't letting him cook up until this year. So even though we, as Seattle fans, who watched every game that Russell Wilson played, we knew what he can do because, yes, he'd run the ball 70-80% of the time, but when we seen him throw and the shit that he would do when he threw the ball, like, we're like, holy shit, this dude's mad. If they would let him play like this all the time. So everybody else heard about it, so it wasn't resonating with them as much as it does with the people who watch him every week. So now they're seeing him do it constantly. It's like, yeah, this is crazy. Like, I can't believe he's doing this. And we're sitting here like, motherfucker, he was doing this shit 3, 4, 5 years ago. Y'all over here paying attention to Tom Brady and Drew Brees and all these dudes. Like, yeah, they raw, but...
And they were saying, because they brought that up, they're like, how come we didn't know Russell can do this? And then one of the announcers or the analysts were like, well, it's because Seattle they're not on primetime. It's like, only they know that. We only see like Cowboy games and like Giants games and 49ers games. Seattle.
Which,
we didn't really know this.
I don't know why the fuck Giants was on TV. But whatever. But yeah, man. We'll see. I'm excited for this year also. I'm excited for this game. I'm excited for that Bills game. November,
I
December
like
about
Josh
to be
Allen,
late.
man.
I like Josh Allen too, but he ain't no
That's
Russ.
cool.
He ain't no Russ. I feel bad for Dak Prescott. Like I legitimately feel bad. Like even though the dude's still sitting in his hotel room or his house collecting $1 million paycheck, whatever. I still feel bad for him because he to me is a great quarterback, and I don't know what the hell is going on in Dallas, but they were shitting the bed, and they're gonna continue to shit the bed. They might win 2 or 3 more games, but
Yeah.
yes. Who's that quarterback? How long he been in the?
Dalton.
Oh, it's Andy Dalton.
Andy Dalton.
Oh, I thought it
Yeah.
was some rookie. Damn. Oof. Terrible.
Yep.
Terrible.
Yeah, I don't think they.
Yo, what if Jerry Jones sent out a hit? What if he knew this was gonna happen? What if he's like, I don't want to pay that dude. Okay, he talks to was it the Giants that played him? I don't
When he
know.
got hurt, I
Yeah.
don't remember.
Yeah, I think so.
He's like, hey, I need you to step on this board. We got Andy Dalton covered. We got that part covered. Okay? I need you to finish the work.
Sweep the
I'll
leg.
lose.
Sweep the leg.
I'll lose games, but I ain't losing money. That's Jerry Jones.
Motherfucker got $1 billion TV in the stadium. I don't think he gives a shit about paying this dude a couple $1 million. Paying somebody $30-40 million a year means nothing to an individual who can buy a TV for $1 billion. Actually, I don't think it was $1 billion, but still, like the fact that you can just spend money on a big ass TV.
It's Jerry Jones.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think he cares about a few $1 million a year. So
This all could have been avoided if they signed him 4 years ago. Whenever Russ got that deal, I think the opportunity was there for Dak to get that deal.
yeah,
And it
yeah.
would have been like 35 mil or 38 mil.
Yeah.
Is he gonna play the Cowboys next season?
Where else could he go?
Good.
Jaguars?
Yeah.
Oh, hey, real quick, you know why I'm excited to see play is Tua. Because I watched him in college beat my Georgia Bulldogs ass multiple times. And I watched that dude play. But I'm excited to see him play in the NFL this week. This is gonna be good.
I am too. I was gonna say Dak Prescott can go to the Browns.
Ooh. Yeah. Yeah, that would be nice.
That would be
You think
really
they'll
nice.
get rid of old boy?
I think at the very
Baker?
least they're gonna put pressure on him by bringing in a Dak Prescott.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because
And-
that way, if they have someone, they can substitute in and see if they do a better job and be like,
Dak gonna be sitting on the bench, like looking at him and shit. Baker gonna be hey, please catch the ball, yo, please. Oh man, that would be dope. Yeah, I'm excited. And then old boy from Clemson too. I'm excited for him to come into the NFL next year. No, I'm talking about.
I know he's gonna go number one. Who's
Oh,
gonna be
for-
the worst team?
The Jets.
Jets. It's a lot of one.
there's a lot of bad teams.
Yeah, there's a lot of bad teams.
You also got the Washington can't say Indians anymore. That team's pretty bad.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe. I'm thinking the Jets. They're probably gonna go 16 or whatever. They'll probably go away.
He said 0-16.
There's
look
been
like
teams.
No, I know, but it's just funny to think like you're a professional sports team and you can't win a game. This is dependent on your schedule too.
Yeah,
That's funny.
and the coaching.
All right, y'all. we're gonna cut this off. We'll be back in a couple weeks with more entertainment, more good stuff to talk about. Hopefully, hopefully we have some good sports commentary for you guys. So, and I'm gonna try to make this stream look a lot better with some overlays and stuff and make it dope. So, appreciate y'all hopping in. Thanks for watching. Hopefully next time we can get somebody in here, add some commentary with us. So, y'all be good. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it with your friends, tell everybody about us. We appreciate it. And we will holler at y'all again next time. Step back 3 out.
Hey.
The